remake the world as a digital simulation, really, to digitalize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from carbon-based life to silicon-based life, to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see my show clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work, you're left behind. It's where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We gotta protect plus homeschool. Our babies just a must. They not just no moms, but also no posses. Moloch, worshiping pedophiles. Wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon-based to silicone-based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Water system irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. I'm saying I'm not some master teacher. No, am I? Some pastor or preacher was released from prison with this passion to speak up. After doing 25 years in the beast cups. Realize they tried to teach us spiritual, mental, physical diet. They tried to feed us the fire of our ancestors resides in each of us. With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment, and they're framing it to us as innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening, and I equate it to like the golem bringing in like these robots. They would like to feed our life force to learn us in every tiny detail, not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
I'm too fly to just slide out. Blue sky behind ground. My crown flash helmet. For my aircraft stealth spit. Chevy tied down an evil suit loaded. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverizes, the cheese is melted. The remnants of cash money, I dispelled it. You did the fusions in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked across my hand, I dealt it. Felt it vibrate from the gut of my pelvic. It was almost righteous and felt shit. So radiant, I keep a dark room well lit. Cause you little goofies are well quick. Body for real monkey velvet. Body not for Mars, a female's clip. All I did was fight, I did the bit with a life. I know I can spit my flows and shit to a fly, so haters wanna crucify a real man. I still stand with the still in hand, but we're villain man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Tuttle shit. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more to scam. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as you go. goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink paper or bruh. You stagnated, well I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dating space A's and y'all. Busters stuck in the cage, face off. Active shape, the statements of fate. They fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset. Perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat. No measurement, width, lift, height, and depth. I'm just piloting up. Flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm a thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric apparel of a fly bandit. Mohawk, aviators, aerodynamics. And it's like I'm an arrow in precise transit. A crystal carolized what your fans get. The world's and pearls what I transmit as a transcript. Or I just spit it off the top to see the shit or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
Who wants to get his own crew? Everybody wants to get his own crew rich. And then they want the other little people to never get a piece of the pie. That don't wanna go for the rapper. That go for you niggas that think that y'all big too. I understand this. That's why you niggas and crackers can't stand me. You niggas just know that I know you can't do nothing if you're broke. Listen to me, young people and old people too. Most
John,
of
Jan,
I'm
what's
talking
up?
to you.
Some veggie fruit chips.
So, y'all really thought that I was done with y'all. Nah, I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bond or whack. Here's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, bow, big back. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Enough with the chit chat. I see through the side ops. Looking past the shot spot. Third eye gang cyclops. I don't eat pork, but I will fry cops. For foes my heart. More than an icebox, I'm saying that ops. From the skybox, you got a stroke on you pilgrims. You screw with some rules. Some of our folks are still dumb. Deaf and blind to the fact that blood, we gon' have to spill some. Warrior spirits inside me. That's where it's real from. The world's a stage, page after page, script is played out. They keep us engaged, placate or rage. This is played out. Rules of a dying society should have been disobeyed out. Forehead and knees off the floor should have been prayed out. The draft is on, COVID's no issue. Coulda blown it in tissue. Now it's control who blows the whistle to who holds the pistols. The debacle's about who owes who the fiscal. Disregarding the aboriginal issue. We not going back and forth about this or that. Whether your word is bound or wet. It's a big fact. Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, bow, big back. Whether earth is brown or flat. We want our shit back. Ain't fool is nobody's speech. Yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we. Ain't stuck or beat. Stand on 2 feet. Or drop the other cheek. The wise man know by his silence. Mostly disguised compliance. Silence by guidance. From conspiring connivance. Other aspirants of violence. Terrorists of fire. Trying their hands to hide. I'm trying to fight. And if virus and migrants are here.
That's where your energy should go. No matter what.
These pedophiles, words, groupies, and hype men. Alignments, assignment. Otherwise, it's I'm not lying. My refinement and confinement. The requirements for this climate.
I know my bed. I had something stuck in my bed, man. Oh, I had the juice. Oh, don't worry about it.
I vow to progress. Don't duck, no wreck. Drill music for real.
I ate my tobacco on for a second. Excuse me.
Real foolish with no deal. Ain't playing with none of them. It's personal. No
What's going on, brothers and sisters? How y'all doing, man? It's gonna be a good read. I'm only gonna mention a couple things, and then we'll read.
Whether your word is bound or whack.
It's a big fact.
Yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, bow, or big bang. Whether earth is round or flat. We want our shit back. We not going back and forth about this.
That's real back pain curing. Well, not healing or curing, but and man, it helps. It helps. It been on some oxy this and all that, Tylenol 3 and all that crap.
for my aunt baby. And the elder roaster. I found you. It's for y'all. Babalawo indoctrinated with the art of divination, power of Olaudumare and Arumila for initiation. The ether system, ancestor spoke, said this my proper station. Words and manifestation that speak truth, my proclamation. Came to earth with my calabash, destiny to handle. I had a blast with the bags, cash in my past life. New hourglass, time to flabbergast. Mastered the craft, subtract trash, set forces in motion. On this path to determine fusion evolution. After I cast and the math, sound of my name in the ground and tremble my glory. Great astounds the simple souls that relate. Profound and nimble, sacred estate, royal crown and splendor. Move from body to ether. I carry the asha of ether. Unlike you proud deceivers, no one can stop me neither. The more I sacrifice, the more powerfully I excel. My Dragoon, spiritual guys, cowrie shell, flowery smell, preparation, foreplay, divination is the doorway to a transformational process, regardless of garbage before day my life.
This is the term that is really important to listen. But those of you unaware, light sensory, right? That perception and all that, the prism of how it works and affects. For those who have never studied or medicine or anything, that there are a number of people who would have strokes. And I already clarified what the heart attack, stroke, and all. Anyway, sometimes it can do that. Staring at the sun, be mindful and be careful, right? You should really have somebody to walk you along in your diet. Make sure you got K vitamin and, beta carotene and the minerals before you go staring at the sun, because it can have an effect on your heart. Based upon my research, this is not medical advice. This is just a precautionary statement, all right?
It ignites the night, shadow work a fight right over might. Smite parasites despite the bites. Third eyesight, server lightning strikes. Rumbling, thundering. The background sit back down. I'm grateful to ask you who attach you next. Rescue you from an oppressive, hateful cesspool. Once I sworn and I'm born divine. Spiraling fire adorns my spine. Odo for those who want restore corn and do not adore the swine. Percepted the tactical temper, respected or unturned stone. No detail neglected. Cherish the day, the moon in the sky. Oracle of the original perspective. I did this in heaven religiously. Divinity your written history. Put in remission your misery. No chicken see father of mystery. Like this is spoken at last the one. Fast as I spit the tasks done. Come to pass the drum out last the gun. I don't rise from the ash of the dazzling sun.
In my music, and in a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all, that's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple as that.
3-pound pressure, no weight blesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight blesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight blesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight blesser. Drop the oppressor, meet no surrender. It's time for a change, gotta bounce up. The oppressor's about to get housed up. I'ma lay him out, execution style's too late for an apologetic claim. You wrapped in a cloak of flame, by God, it's overdue. Your time is to the end. Lock Josh silent without sin. He put me on the planet for justice to win. The oppressor's about to get rolled down. With suppressors attached in a war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger popping like Farrakhan. Backed by the honorable who sits at the pinnacle. Who judges the hypocritical, cynical, and the plentiful simple. my thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating of the actions of the protective service. Quick to pull the Glock, blast and kill. This don't take any type of skill. I'm ill of all citizens who haven't took a stand. O'Neill's too late when the caps get bills. Don't believe the TC type. Going hits close to home. You gotta act the bone, but it got the dome when it's on the zone. All red in my riches through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight. From above, I'll be given the right. So you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' win them all, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
This world is such a and when I say this world, I don't mean in the ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. You want to be successful. You want to be like Trump. Gimme. Push. Step. Crush. That's how it all is, and it's like nobody ever stopped.
Heavy stuff. Okay, how's it going, guys? Yeah, I didn't want to go too long. I think 18 minutes is long enough. I'm gonna pull something up. I had to order a couple of things that I had looked at. I had to order it from the warehouse. Dealing with Ace, and they have mineral spirits, but they don't have the one I wanted to mix with which called oil that we're gonna treat the platform with. I decided to go ahead and do it today because I need these guys to have some peck in their step. So tomorrow we're gonna be up there digging a hole, getting the stuff in, and no excuses and all that other goofy stuff. I mean, I could have just went up there and you know, but I like to see when they and well, God's been sick for a little bit too. And then me and T, you know, don't think we don't have back issues and stuff, okay? Don't ever think that. But sometimes we gotta put that behind us and we gotta keep pressing forward. We got the stuff we need, so that means that we should be all in. You know what I mean? Let me pull this up right quick. Okay. Shut the fuck up. Oh, excuse my language. I didn't. It came, but I didn't mean it. They are always trying to get rid of stuff. It's just so funny with these people. Okay, hold on. I like to see when homies in New York are showing them the true selves. That's what I enjoy. When y'all in liberal states showing who you are. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure, brother. Hell yeah. Oh, y'all in a rush, are you? Okay, good. I got your attention. Okay, they're trying to hide something. Oh, here we go. Okay, let me see if that. What's his name? Okay, well, they had quite a few. And some of you might already know about this. Okay, let me pull up his image if I can. Oh, wow. They don't want to do that. Now, I'm not here to bash. I'm not here to hurt feelings and call people liars, but there was a Mexican artist, there's been about several, who was coming into the country and he had these sculptures. And he had been pushing these as history. Well, the thing about it, Raz, I can't remember his name, he was creating his own idea of Mexican history and then professing and claiming it to be ancient when it was completely made up. Now, there's been several, it might have been more. It's sad when you have individuals, right, who want to target people with the worst discriminative ideology. And you would think that people would do better than that. But when you have a whole bunch of melanated people being betrayed by their own or outside or whatever influence own individuals that look like them, let's say that. I don't want to cut people out. You will have people on the outside who will show their decrepit or diseased mind state. And they'll do things because there are people who are aware of the land. There are people who are aware of and retort a history. But when they say conspired against you, I think people are having a hard time to realize what that means. If you've always been here and you are less than what you were, but you still hold on to this progressive narrative. I mean, look at the young melanated man that's turning plastic into fuel. It's another name. It's nothing new, but the way he does it, we are innovative. They need that to go. That's why they wouldn't look for the most ignorant of us. They had to make you that way. That's like, you know, people think that we moved into the ghettos. The ghettos we never lived in. We lived in big homes and rich. It was when the lynchings and the murders and the burning and the flooding of our cities, when you know who, them individuals allowed us to move in there when they had robbed us of our jewels, firms, oil refineries, everything. Does the world know that? Some do. Okay? Thank goodness there's a plethora of Mexican beautiful sisters, more the sisters than anybody, and men do. We're telling the truth. They know who we are. I mean, in Hindustan, when I was in England, I remember this little girl got lost. So I saw somebody say this, and for the guys who served me, you know what I'm talking about, a little Hindu girl ran up to me. She had lost her mom, and I'm walking in those back streets, and she got lost. So what I do, I found the nearest constable, and I stood there until they found her mother. An hour and 45 minutes. And my boy said, go ahead, I'm going to square here until the mama comes. Because I don't, you know. And the police said, I guess they asked her, why did she come to me out of all them Pelicans? Because yes, not her mother, like was told, her father said, if you ever get lost somewhere over here, you see one of them American Negroes or blacks, go to them. So we know the media places out of disproportion with the fake narrative of numbers. And we know that they try and criminalize us, and you have a whole society of racists. They need this. They had to build up to this point to destroy our country. And most of the light-skinned folks are running around carrying it out and very ignorant to this fact. Hold on, let me up. My fruit and vegetable chips, delicioso. read. I just wanted to bring this awareness because we got some brothers that share some stuff to me on TikTok. I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of old news and stuff. But it's good to see people finding out things, no matter how they find out. And it's good for people to start accepting more and more truth. I was looking at this one, and I wasn't surprised at all the light-skinned, beautiful, and it's mostly the sisters. Y'all, you light-skinned sisters are just magnificent, man. I don't care what anybody say. Your other half of the light-skinned population of the men, there's something deranged in them. But there was a guy doing the Bible thing, and you know how I am. I said, let me see what's going on here. And there was another guy, Professor Whittam, light-skinned, and they were pointing out, along with him, that everything that you think is in the Bible, regardless of how it's been told, is around the melanated black man. And you had about I couldn't read them all, thousands, and there was all, and not one, well, a couple of goofy races and some Spanish guys with, anyway, American, all right? Americanized, whatever, right? It was, they believe it, their great-grandpappy told them this, and da-da-da-da. What? One girl put up a picture showing us all this Masonic shrine of crap, and he came from Germany in so-and-so year, and they had these books that she was holding up, these little pamphlets, gray, black, and they showed the Negro in America, da-da-da, and I was like, where was all this at? Wait. So people are starting to get a conscience. This is a magnificent, magnificent, beautiful thing. People look at me, right, and they go, oh, you're not a citizen. Damn right I'm not. Well, you're not a Negro. No, y'all had it down, Negro, white and Indian, but that's not my doing. I don't need no labels. I'm more than that. I'm sentient. That's for y'all and y'all's diatribe of existence of your foolish dichotomy. I don't have no part of that stupidity. Anyway, because I'm Costa Rican, German, and a little Chinese, well, we didn't call them Chinese, right? I guess predominantly I'm supposed to be a word, Latin, Spanish, a place. These are all definitions of terms. I'm an autochthonous. I'm of origin. That's it. It doesn't matter. They can stay as complacent as they want. I don't feed them energy. You know, you create the diaspora with them. Like well, Moore is talking all that, but they don't ever tell you the healthier side of living. You know, I'm not knocking on them. I'm stating something because I don't need to create a picture. It's not voluptuous to me. Only women. But the reality is most people have a hard time because they've been a print and they accept and run with it. And they hate anything that goes against anything that exists outside of their intolerable ignorance that people tolerate. Okay? Well, with that being said, I'm going to get into this. The 8 cycles of humanity, blah, 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 right? We're at the 6th generation, the development of Great Tartary. Please don't blow off. Let me make sure, hold on. Yep. And then we'll get into the fire of 1666 and the 1728 reset. We're going to read right now, and then I'm going to break something down to you. Okay? All right. Let's do it. And I hope you guys can see me well. Y'all can see me well? Awesome. And we always got this certain individuals that come, subscribe. I don't know what's going on with that, but 2 issues on. Let's get into the 6th generation, the development of Great Tartary, and then I got to make something to eat. You know how it is when you don't eat a lot and your stomach shrinks, and then you cook, and you know how you usually cook, and you know that food can last you 3 or 4 days. Today I'm going to make some really good Australian steaks, and I got some pasta. I meant to pick up, I didn't like the heads of lettuce I saw, and some extra cabbage. They didn't have it. They had no zucchinis. So I really wanted to have that salad along with it, but hey, you know how that goes. So anyway, let's get into the reading. Again, I appreciate everybody. I want to say this about the last live right quick. I say things, because there's some new subscribers, I need you to know that I push the envelope for certain things because you give it energy, whether negative or positive. And I know how to use your energy. I will look, you know, I will mess with you nonstop until you realize that I'm not really messing with you. And then I will press and mess with you more until you learn that I'm really not messing with you. I will discuss and speak things with hope that you don't formulate a picture in your head. When you start paying attention to the things that are the small things I discuss and share, I will come antagonistically and throw things out there. It doesn't matter whether it's wrong or right. You know, I'm not about that. I'm about where you are at as an individual. Because where y'all are at right now is not a collective. So how do you get there? Well, let's use the boot camp theory. Okay? And I'm gonna leave it at that. And that's it. Not a threat to nobody. You're definitely not a threat to me. And I don't care what's going on out there. I use the examples that have been given. Mr. Brooks, sad, should never stabbed his woman up, he wouldn't be in prison. Yet, we know what happened to him should not have, but you won't hold those responsible because they are in control over you, the government, and not the people. With that being said, let's get to the 6th generation, the development of Great Tartary, which is a real thing. After the 5th generation reset, the custodians focused on further strengthening their control. However, during this generation, a series of unforeseen events were to occur, including a great war between the custodians and Anunnaki that led to a new resurgence and development of humanity known as a Great Tartary. The ingress of the Anakim giants was vital. How do you think the pyramids fell? Was vital. During this time, the Anakim giants entered the known lands through a southern passage across the first dome. These giants mingled with the ancestral humans of the 6th generation, forging the great empire of Great Tartary, making giants of our own. While the custodians and Anunnaki were trying to exterminate each other as they were engaged in an all-out war, the ancestral humans took advantage of this distraction to achieve, with the help of the Anakim, an impressive technological breakthrough in record time based on free energy. The Great Tartary then experienced a boom in the development of advanced technologies based on free energy and colossal structures, not saying they never existed. Knowledge about the 178 dome worlds and the potential of the human soul with its incredible spiritual growth began to be imparted openly. During this period, the Orion Gray extraterrestrials, who also came from outside the first dome, were charged with the control of the human colony, a legacy of the custodians while they were engaged in the war they were slaves on against the Anunnaki beings. The rise of Great Tartary was unprecedented. Advanced technologies never before seen were developed, including free energy systems that allowed the construction of colossal structures and significant improvements in the quality of life. Spiritual knowledge was also paramount, and a profound spiritual and human soul ascent was promoted, leading to a remarkable scope of more enlightened society. This empire flourished among the great and beautiful architectural creations. The mix of Anakim giants and humans seemed to be perfect, creating a rich and powerful civilization with a vibrant culture and an inviolable infrastructure. Sounds pretty freaking awesome, doesn't it? Chapter 16, the fire of 1666. The battle between Great Tartary and the Greys of Orion. The story goes that in 1666, a devastating fire swept through only in London and was one of the most catastrophic events kept in the history books even today. Read about it. But the reality on unearthed documents and the testimonies of the ancestors here in these lands tell another story. According to documents, this fire was actually due to a much wider and devastating conflict that took place on a large scale, and not just a specific part of the known continents. Here are revealed clashes between two powerful civilizations, the Great Tartarians and the Orion Greys, who are in charge of the great human colony during the time of the war between the custodians and the Anunnaki. The Orion Greys had established temporary operational bases, and some leaders had taken position in custodian bases, mainly under the great oceans. During the time known as the 1600s, they wanted to start taking over energy systems, and seeing the great development of the Tartars, a great scramble to regain control began, possibly by order of the custodians. As London burned with fire, a series of other similar explosions and attacks broke out in other parts of the Anakin's underground cores, unleashing chaos and confusion on a grand scale. The Tartars would soon begin their counterattack. In what we know as Moscow, Russia, there was a huge center that was attacked by fires that consumed large structures and libraries with ancient knowledge. Advanced defense technology was used to repel this part of the attack and not suffer great loss. I told you it started over there before it started here. Now you wonder why Putin showed those pictures. But the same was beginning to happen in Beijing, China, and especially in Egypt. It wasn't even called China. In Egypt, the gray beings tried to activate ancient Anunnaki technologies to increase power, but the Tartars, aware of the importance of these structures, reflected quickly and intervened. The actual conflict between Greys and Tartarians during the fire of 1666 was a struggle for control of the energy grids, and the latter, with a great development based on free energy, had built a generating, that's why when you look at Rockefeller, we'll look at that in a minute, lands within the first dome. The Orion Greys, even trying with all their technology to destroy these centers, did not succeed and were partially defeated. This would also mark a before and after in their direct relationship with the custodian leaders in the future. There are also reports that the Tartars were tired of their increasingly frequent abductions of humans. The Greys, when really worried about losing control, began to use time manipulation technology to try to destabilize the defenses of Great Tartary. This caused great natural disasters and turmoil in many parts of the known lands. The Tartars returned everything to equilibrium over time. The conflict culminated in a state of attrition. Although the Greys caused great damage, they could not completely break the defenses of the Anakin. Although this conflict would be key to understand their technology to defeat them later during the Great War of 1728. Again, read that again. The conflict culminated in a state of attrition. Although the Greys caused great damage, they could not completely break the defenses of the Anakin. Although this conflict would be key to understand their technology to defeat them later during the Great War of 1728. The First World War. The fall of Prussia. The creation of all these new countries. And also the occupation of a whole lot of people that were in lands prior. Chapter 17, the 1728 reset. Having lost the war against the Anunnaki, the custodians returned to find their most prized human colony in a state of great technological advancement and rebellion. Fearing they would lose control completely, the custodians again joined the Anunnaki in a treaty to plan a new reset. They conspired. The reset was carried out through a great mud flood generated by the Anunnaki pyramids, combined with controlled explosions to destroy the great cores and centers of the Tartars. During the chaos, some Anakin giants helped many ancestral humans to recross the Southern Passage and reestablish themselves behind the first dome in the ancestral lands and the Shiki lands. This would lead to the repopulation of the known lands by the seventh generation, the current new humanity. For this many strict control changes, new diseases, and limiting longevity was absolutely paramount. The creation of the simulation of the universe in the same invisible dome with advanced technology was one of the most powerful modernizations of the custodians that absolutely challenged the new humanity on the understanding of their environment, thus creating several filters of fragmentation of society and technology, and discouraging exploration along with the total manipulation of the loyalists. Groups of humans located at the top of the hierarchical pyramid that would help these custodial beings against their own brothers for promises of all kinds, as well as monitoring systems, creating of artificial ice walls, creation and manipulation of the weather, especially in the latitudes near the dome, creation of military bases, and development of custodial technology given to the loyalists, technological advancements, system regarding the generation of earthquakes in case of anomalous detection to areas bordering the dividing ice walls. Chapter 18, we'll be getting into the human timeline. And it's a mother's record, boy. And we'll do chapter 19, reports on the first mankind of Hyperborea, Asgard. Something I wanted to share with you before I pull up this picture. In the scrolls of Haya, the fragment of the dome, visions of the deceased beings and experimental lands. A lot of people aren't aware that Admiral Byrd was a straight up cuckoo. I haven't really started reading it yet, but I want to read it to y'all with me along. But I wanted to share something because y'all know I have the book on Admiral Burbard and his nephew. Anyway, he was a straight cuckoo after what he had saw. And they had to lock him in because he was sent on that exploration to find certain things directed by maybe the custodians. Okay? So we know that in one of his original books, the second I think it was, or was it the second, that they say he died, but their message was he was sent to another land. One where they had destroyed the inhabitants, or the inhabitants had suicide or whatever. And there is the same thing that's going on here. Conflict and wars. They live a little longer, but it's the same thing. And they're monitored and very up and personal with the things that run around in hiding, per se, here. All right, let me pull this picture up. If I can find it. Does this look like a human being? Oh, the sun's in it, right? You can't see it. Oh, that sucks. Let me turn it this way. Maybe the sun's still good. Does that look like a human being? Rockefeller. You know what? I might just make a post and ask y'all to please give your what do you think? I'll do that. I'll make a post with some of their faces. And I want you to really look at it. I want you to be as honest as possible. All right? There are some pictures here, man, that when you look at them, you will see that not only did they partake of certain things they should not have, like flesh. You may recognize something, see something. That was never seen before. So actually what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling these things down. And I really, really want you to think about it. Okay? Where's that one? Oh, there he goes. I want you to see these pictures. And I might have to make 2 or 3 posts, okay? Give or take. And whatever you find out, whatever you figure out, in the comment section, give your thoughts. But anything that's less pressing, more pressing, hold to yourself. Okay? When you see the first early picture of young John D. Rockefeller and the old, and then the one before he passed, I want y'all to really, really look at some things, okay? So anyway, I'll put that together and put that up. I'm kind of hungry. DJ, what's up, beloved? Oh, man. I T and all that, and everybody. It'd be nice to see everybody comment, speak up. You don't have to salute everybody. Just come in and say salutation to everybody, whatever. You know, don't take it personal unless I say it's personal. But the issue at hand, if I do that, then I'm looking for more energy. I'm looking for more of your energy to suck away from your ass. So be mindful of that. No, I'm not playing when I say this. Y'all really keep me going, man. I don't know how it works, but it's amazing. I'm nobody's VP. Okay? I like it. Yeah, but anyway, no soul, home from Middle English, home, Proto West Germanic, how? Yes, exactly. It's absolutely empty. Yeah, DJ's good to see you up here, beloved. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. The sun's supposed to set around, I think, the 6th now compared to 5. So we got a little time. I want to get over here, get this crew going, and I'm hungry. You dig? And see you guys in the AM. Like I said, might go live when we first start drilling, and then after that, I'll just be uploading videos. I'm not gonna be on there live long. It might just be 20, 30 minutes, so that way you see how, you know, how we move, and how it's a learning process of information gathering and building. It's composite as well, overlapping. You dig what I'm saying? It should be that way. But other than that, again, I Negrotons, blessings from Oakland. Oh, we got Oakland up in the house. What's going on, beloved? But anyway, again, like I said, we're going to go ahead, and I really want to put a number of hours, like really moving, getting things in, and then start getting things hanging, the measurements, and where we're off or if we're close and all that. Again, I appreciate you guys. Appreciate the donations. You see where it's going. You see all the stuff that we're purchasing. You see, if you look over there, you can see that big brown hump right there. That's almost a half height as that truck that's on it. That is all lumber. That y'all help, and I spent a lot in these guys, and we all, yeah. And if I show you all the tools right now, and we still got some coming in, all right, yeah, and we're still far from. And somebody was talking about they knew somebody. Was UT know somebody who's really good at working on this stuff? Construction and stuff like that. Who was I talking to? Hey T, yo. Was that you who I was talking to? Somebody, you know, this guy who's like really good? Oh, that was Olmec. My apologies. Olmec says, you know, this guy, he's really good at construction and building or something, right? It was Olmec. Yeah, anyone. If your thing is laying foundations, if your thing is masonry, if your thing is carpentry, building, construction, absolutely you're welcome. It's a plot of land, you got ask Ganja. Waiting, that's hills. We don't have to build up here. We could have built back there where nobody could see nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we're also security. Like, keep everything protected. I want to build fences, and I was saying to myself, would it be cheaper to buy the fence? And we looked at prices. I showed Chief something. I think it'd be cheaper to build it. 2x4s, 6x6s, or metal poles, concrete board, and have grass. You have your privacy fence. You got your cameras and stuff. We could do that right here. We could do it up there. But the thing is just to build, have fun, come to be together, and like really laugh, sweat a little bit, and it's not arduous, hard. It's work by the definition of what they created it to be, which is not a healthy thing. But to come together and, you know what I mean? We're not attempting to build some dynamic giant. I mean, we can't. A lot of people don't have exorcists, brother. You don't know how to tap into your capabilities, so you're far from it. Neither do you know the simple principles of how it works. That's been hidden, and they did it by having you birthed in the hospital. In my opinion. All right. He's a general contractor. Oh, okay. There, yeah, he's a general contractor. Yeah, we had a nice conversation yesterday. But yeah, so like I said, that's what we're doing. All right. Appreciate y'all. I don't know where the sisters are. It's a Sunday. Maybe they went to mass or church. I don't know. And again, welcome. You're all welcome. You know what I mean? See you guys tomorrow. I'll probably upload, like I said, some posts and stuff like that. You'll see them when we get there.